Good morning, Tracy. How are you, honey? Glad to see you this morning. I'm going to set you back just a little bit so I have a little more room. Hi, Misty. How are you this morning? Kathleen, nice to see you, honey. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Amber. I did well yesterday. Tracy, I did good. I think, anyway. Yeah, it was something else. But we made it through it. Uh, Good morning, Judith. I'll tell you all about it when everybody gets in here, cause I'm excited and pleased. Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you about what happened up there. No, I mean I could, but it was something else. It was really something else. I need a little more light on, girls. Just a minute. Let me get my overhead on. My bare bulb on the ceiling. I broke my I broke my cover for it and haven't got it replaced yet. So who have I missed? My goodness. Well, honey, I'm hoping it's good. We've still got some work to do. Yeah, it's and that's still to be seen. But I've just about decided it's not just going to be seen. But that's oh, I'm sleepy this morning. I slept hard last night. It is. It's one step in the right direction, and hopefully we can make it. We can get this to happen before anything happens to him. That's my goal. We've got to do something, and that's what I told her. So, thank you, Amber. Oh, girls, I'll tell you what. I have challenged myself on this one. It is hope. It's hope, and that's all we can ask for. And there's lots of people in this world that are needing hope right now. And girls, we've got to remember it's just not us, our little tight group around us. We need to spread it out. We need to spread it out. I got on Facebook and I had a friend that was suffering the loss of his child, and a year ago, and he was suffering. One of my other friends who has just subbed me and hopefully one day will make a live is has a granddaughter that has gone through many heart surgeries already in her short little life and went through another one yesterday. Yeah, we got to keep that hope in our heart. And gosh, there's so much good still left in this world. Yes, Kathy and her travels. I so have her in my thoughts and prayers, and I hope she can slip in on this live a little bit, maybe at a rest stop. But yes, so many in need of them. And if you don't believe in prayer, then keep them in your heart, your good thoughts, and send hope in their direction, because that we all believe in, that there is a breaking light at the end of the tunnel, and there can be. I know, and that when I seen that videotape of that storm that she was sitting in on that second floor, that just terrified me. Just terrified me that she was on the second floor of that building. At least she was inside, but she was on the second floor, which is one of the worst places you can be, in a tornado. But maybe she'll have clear weather today and smooth traveling and have fun. And it was rough on her yesterday, but the girls, these girls are going on a trip and they're just out to enjoy themselves. They don't have to push it. And I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I hope they just lay back and enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride. Man, I'm telling you, I went from having this clean room to having the biggest mess I think I have ever created in my life. I'm telling you, in the last week, I have really exploded everything, and I've lost my coffee over on the corner of this desk, and I need to get it up here where I can get a hold of it. Did you finally finish your Monopoly game? Oh my gosh, Amber. 5 hours of Monopoly. Yes. I don't know what I was thinking. I left it sitting over there on the corner. I was pulling papers out because it's time to make some signatures. I can't finish up the outside cover without it. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Dorinda. Good morning, Gloria. I know there's a lot of you I've missed, and I'm trying to catch up here. Brenda, there you are. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Just come on, girls. The door's open, the coffee's on, and it's hot. And we better drink it now because yesterday was too hot for coffee. I'll tell you what, I hope I never have to make that drive again in that kind of weather. She was in Georgia? No, I'm not right. Yeah, Georgia. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. Honey, it is, I'm not sure. It just had a number, but I think it's kind of a raspberry color. And I really like it. But they're so bad. I'd hold them up close, except I tell you what, I have bummed them up bad with the glue and the stuff I've done the last few days. It's dollar store. Dollar store. That's the only place I ever get any nail polish is dollar store. And it doesn't keep a long time, but it's $1 a bottle. Yeah, no kidding. When I went up to the doctor, both the girls come in and they had their nails all done. Of course, doctor and her nurse, and they were all decorated up. And I said, "Your nails are pretty." I said, "If you look at mine, they've been covered with glue for 4 days." Hi, Holly. Good to see you this morning. Am I bouncing around this morning or anything, girls, or am I pretty steady? Okay, well, I went in there. It was 100 degrees yesterday when we had to leave. When we left the house, it was 98. 98. I have no air conditioning. So we're sweltering in this big old car. Thank God it's white. It could have been worse. It could have been a black car. Hi, Brenda. How are you this morning? No, I did not get a new cord, and I need to, but I'm fully charged. Okay, so we started out in the car. Like I said, it was 98 degrees. We get on the road, and of course, kids immediately start hollering, "I'm hot." And I had tried to call to see if someone could take us in that had air conditioning, and of course, didn't get any answers. So I just put it on the road. The traffic was atrocious. I mean, atrocious. I don't know what people thought they were doing out on the road in 100-degree weather, if they were just trying to find a cool spot or what. But I'm telling you that there was cars everywhere, and it's usually not real bad. But yesterday, atrocious. And moving at about 75 mile an hour. So I get right in line with them because I'm late, as usual. And we hit that road, and by the time I got up there, I had hold a death grip on that wheel. And I pulled up in the middle of the valet parking, which thankfully the neurology center has valet parking. So good morning, Joy. So I pull up in there, jump out, said I need the valet, and the guy was standing there, and he come over, and I handed him my keys and gave him my phone number, and we ran in there, and they took us pretty much right in. I had to fill out a few questionnaire thing. So we go in, and my Tom and my great grandson went with me, and they get us all set up in the room, and the doctor come in, and it started. And it started. She said, "It looks like you've been doing real good." And I said, "I don't know who you got that report from, but it wasn't me." I said, "He's not been doing good at all." And she said, "Well, what's been going on?" She said, "You didn't call in." And I said, "Yes, I did." I said, "I called in and told him he was having cluster things." And I said, "They sent me down for a blood test, and it come back positive, and they sent me a letter saying, 'Good news. This seems to be working for you. We're happy.'" I said, "Well, let me tell you, it's not working." And she just looked at me, and I said, "I'm telling you." She said, "Well, what's been going on?" And I said, "Well, he's been having seizures, bad seizures, worse than he had before." She said, "Well, now before you told me that he was having them, 3 or 4 times a week, and he was falling and just falling without any." And I said, "Yes, he was." I said, "He did that." But I said, "He didn't have them like he's having them now." And she said, "Well, what's the difference?" And I said, "Well, now the difference is now," I said, "he drops, falls. He falls without having a seizure. He cannot walk across." She said, "Well, you said he was having trouble walking before." And I said, "Yes, that's because he had injured his back." I said, this is a whole different story. I said, this is this medicine, and it's bad, and he needs to be off of it. And if you'll listen, I'll tell you. So anyway, and she said, okay, tell me what happened. And I said, well, I said, he's having them now. And I said, he's having them as often as 3 times a week. And she said, well, that hasn't changed then. And I said, yes, it has. I said, they're worse. I said, he is having extreme seizures, all over body seizures, that his lips turn blue. He goes into a cold sweat. His heart is straining to keep up with his seizures. And I said, they're worse. And she said, well, now that doesn't sound much different. I said, let me back this up. She says, I'm getting confused. I said, let me back this up then. This is not working. This medicine is not working. His seizures are worse. And I don't care if you call them grand mals or just localized seizures or whatever you want to say. I said, they're worse. He's worse. And this is not working. And he's got to get off of it. I said, this medicine is hurting him. He is not functioning on it. And she says, well, is he urinating on himself? Is he having problems? I said, no, he's not doing that. I said, he can't even stand up, though. I said, I'm having to walk him everywhere he goes. I have to carry him his food. I have to help him get dressed. I have to help him with his showers. And I said, and now it's not because he has a broken back. It's because he cannot stand up because of the medicine. And she says, well, all the medicines, all the seizures medicines have side effects. I said, yeah, I know. But I said, these are really bad on him. And he can't survive the type of seizures he's having. So she sat there a few minutes and kept going over it. And I said, you didn't hear me. Let me retract everything and tell you what it is. This is not working. And I want him off of the medicine. I said, because I'm at the point of taking him off of it myself, putting him back on the phenobarbital, which you don't like, but at least it was better than what he's doing now, and putting him on CBD oil. So there's no choice. There's no choice. I said, we've got to do this. And her issue is that I don't know what her issue is. I think that she was not really, and she finally said, I'm not really, she says, I'm a generalized neuro doctor. She says, I don't really handle epilepsy like this. And I just looked at her and she said, I think I told you that we needed to get him into a specialist. And I said, yes, you did. But I said, there's never been an appointment made. And I said, I had to wait a year to get into you. How long do you think it's going to take to get him into a specialist? So she said, well, do you want to go to Columbia or she said, you have to go to a big hospital, like a university hospital. And she said, so do you want to go to Kansas City, which is 4.5 hours away from me? Do you want to go to Columbia, which is 4 hours away from me, or 3 hours away from me? Or do you want to go to St. Louis? I said, let me tell you something, honey. I said, I am 65 years old, and I'm disabled. I have an old car that it'll get me there. If I have to take him, it'll get me there. But I have no air conditioning. And by the time I got up here, me and him both was whipped. I said, and now you want me to transport him to a place 4 hours away? I said, where's the doctors here that treat epilepsy? And she said, oh, well, she said, I think Dr. Tamara, I believe is his name. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to give you names. But she said, He treats epilepsy. Let me talk to him. He's a partner here. Let me talk to him. We'll see if we can get him in there. I said, okay. So she goes out of the office and she comes back and she did tell me before she went out, um, I can't prescribe CBD oil because I am not in epilepsy. But she said he could. And from the sound of Tom's seizures, from what you're telling us, and from what we have seen in his MRIs and stuff, that he would probably qualify for it now that the FDA has approved it. I said, well, that would be good. I said, at least maybe it wouldn't have all the side effects. And she goes, oh, it has side effects. Don't you think it don't have side effects? And I just looked at her, and I thought, well, I can let him die of seizures, or I can give him. And she says, and if you do it, it's at your own risk. And I said, it was at my own risk. I thought to myself, it was at my own risk that I put him on this other one. So, I'm like, you know, the side effects that I've heard about CBD is your side effects are drowsiness, sleepiness, and, you know, without the THC, you don't have any euphoria, and you could have some hunger. Tommy eats all the time anyway. He has hunger on this medicine because he eats to try and stay awake. He eats to try and appease this feeling that he can't do anything, he can't walk, he can't do anything. So I'm like, I just look at her like, lady, go ask the doctor. You know, because I'm done. I'm done. So when her nurse practitioner walks out of the room, he'd been typing all this. I said, did you get all that? He said, yeah, I got it. I said, well, it's a wonder. And he just shut the door. So anyway, she came back in a few minutes later and said he would take me, the doctor would take me, and that she seemed to think that he would qualify, and you know, it would be up to the doctor, but she seemed to think that he would qualify for the CBD oil, and with it now being FDA approved, it would be covered by Medicare. So that's a big plus. Yeah, yeah. And I don't see him until the August 10th. We have to bring him down slowly off of this medicine, and they're going to put him on another one that is more of a sedative type medicine. It's going to have the same problems, maybe not quite as bad as this does. She says it's not quite as bad. It doesn't have the side effects quite as bad as what he has been on. But she said all seizure medicine has that side effect. And I said, well, not all of them that bad. But it's going to take 7 weeks to put him down, take him down off of this medicine. It took 4 to 5 weeks to get him on it, and it's going to take 7 weeks to take him off of it. But she sped it up just a little bit from what the seizure doctor had, and she said she said there always is a chance of him having worse seizures when we take him off of this than there was with him being, you know, before. And I thought, can't be any worse. I'm giving him an extra medicine and taking one off. Taking one off that he can't, you know, live on. Yeah, not all of them have that. Drowsiness is a big complication to them because, yes, they are a sedative. But, you know, I just get so tired of them thinking that you're stupid. Honey, I've lived with him for 45 years. I took care of this child having seizures for 45 years. Of course, he's not a child. He is a man, but he's my child. And 45 years, I have been going through this, not to this degree, because he was controlled for a while. And did well. Yeah. I just, in the first place, why didn't they send me to an epileptic doctor? Why didn't they send me to that kind of doctor? Not just a generalized neurosurgeon who knew, or neuro doctor who knew nothing about seizures. So, it's, to me, that's unexplainable. They knew in the hospital when they made this appointment. My doctor knew. He called them to make an appointment with an epileptic specialist, and they sent me to, I guess, the only doctor that had an opening to get in. And it took a year to get into her. So I am proud that they got me into this man now. And I'm hoping that he sees the struggle. He knows what seizures are. He treats them. Yes. Yes. And these are, he has been so bad. And yes, I understand that at his age, that seizures can be worse. And he has the type of seizures that are extremely dangerous. I understand that. But, oh, Judith, thank you, honey. I thank you. Normally, I would have had somebody to help. But they changed my appointment time. And that threw everybody off their schedules. So, honey, I have kept a diary of his seizures, but I don't now. I don't now. I will start for this new doctor. But, it's just, it's just one more thing to do. And just getting through the day. And getting through the day is sometimes about all I can do. This is my playtime. This is my playtime right here. And Tommy is so good to understand that I'm enjoying this and gives me this, He knows that he's going to wait a little bit on things, but there's cereal for him to eat, and there's things for him to eat, and he can do that kind of thing for himself. He can turn on the TV and watch cartoons. Right now, I sent him back to bed because he was exhausted. We've been exhausted from all this. I got home yesterday and my feet were swelled. My legs were swelled. It was 100 degrees outside, and we were in that car, which was probably 120. I had to stop and get food. I was like, because I wasn't about to try and cook after this, because I didn't even know what I was having. For the first time, I think I had diabetic neuropathy pain. My feet and legs were so, they burnt. They felt like they were burning. And I haven't really had that. But they did swell on me too. So and I think that was just heat. So anyway, by the time I got home, I was like, okay, I'm going to go make this journal. I've done this. I said I was going to do it. And I'm going to go make this journal. So I told the kids, so I'm going upstairs and I'm going to go to work. And I made Peyton come up here, and he got me a chair that has a bar across it that I can put my feet up on. And I went to work on this, and girls, I about whipped myself on this journal. Oh my gosh. This leather is not easy to work with because it definitely has a grain. And, yeah. And I just needed the time to just sit here, and I had the air conditioner right on me. I just needed the time to just sit here and chill out. But Annabelle decided she would come and play Which Box Is It with me. So she took my chair away from me and sat across the desk and got out her little things that had been sent to her, and she filled two of them full of one full of washi tape, and had two full of pieces of paper she'd cut up. And so we played Which Box. But her boxes never changed, so you have to. Yes, it is exhausting. Excuse me. Um, Sometimes it is. And I told I told him I was beginning to need a rest, and I told my kids I was beginning to need a rest. And a couple of years ago, I took off for 7 days and went to Connecticut and stayed with a friend, and he had to work. He had work most of the time I was there. And he was, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had things planned, but, they keep calling me into work. Well, it's over the holiday weekends, what can you expect? Nobody's going to show up, and he's, close to my age, and so they call in the one that steady person that they can count on, you know. He's a chef. And so they called him in to work, and I just laid around, and I was just like, I said, no problem. I said, I'm fine. This is just what I needed. And I just laid back and didn't worry about a thing, and I'm needing that again. So anyway, we've had, it's been a long winter, and I'm beginning to feel like I need a little short break. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, honey. Um, this right here. This is what keeps me sane. And except for when I really challenge myself. And I have challenged myself, and I don't know for sure if these are going to get to Melissa in time for her auction. But I'm going to try my best to get this one in the mail today if I can get it, the signatures in and get the strap on it. And it's going to be very plain. I'm not going to do too much in the line of pockets, although I may do one or two of the big, like the big bag pockets. Except that mine are all colored, and I don't really want to put colored stuff in here. I want to keep this simple, plain, tea-stained maps, grunge type thing. So I don't think I can make that same type of pocket, but I can come up with some kind of pocket that will work. And I'd like to have at least 2, maybe 3 signatures in it, because it will hold that. But I may space my signatures out and put a band around the back and allow for it to have a Midori style insert in the center that could be like a calendar notebook of some kind. That's my thinking. That you could switch out. And if you're going, I want this to be function. Well, that is what I'm thinking, that if she can't do them at her auction, that maybe she could do them on her live stream in the group. Or, whatever she wants to do with them. They are hers. I have made them for her, and I want her to have them. And I'm so proud to have made them for her, and I'm proud to help her. That's what I wanted to do, was help her. And, I've tried my best, and I want her to have them, because if she can't do it this time, she can do it another time. So this is not for Care. This is for Melissa Bishop, honey. This is for her auction to help with moving expenses, to move to their new farm. And Tracy, if you haven't been in the flock, check it out, honey. It is really an awesome group. There's a lot of groups out there are so good. So I'm not trying to exclude anybody, but I really have a soft spot in my heart for Melissa. She has been so good to me and Tom, just with her kindness. Just, to give him a shout out and talk to him when she comes online and do those kind of things just absolutely thrills him to hear from her every time we go on. It's just an awesome kind thing that she does, and it means, those little things mean a lot sometimes. And to see him smile or laugh over her creeples, or, her to talk to him and interact with him is really awesome, because it puts him into my area a little bit more than what he normally is. And so, like I said, I wanted to do this for her, and I hope that she can do something with them and enjoy them. So yeah, but anyway, girls, here's the cover. I haven't got the strap made, but it will go. Let me get this lined up here, because I have a certain way that I want to lay it on. It will go with the back like this. Thank you, girls, for going on with what my thoughts. And then I have to cut it off, but it will go on around here, and then it will hook with my beetle. Right there. That's my plan. And I think it's going to be awesome looking. This is the actual underbelly of the alligator. And so this strap will be gone, and there will be no loosening or tightening. So I've got to get my signatures in it before I can put the belt on it. But I think I will hook. I'm thinking about putting somewhere or another an extra brad here to brad it, so that when you open it, it doesn't come off. So, I've got to figure that out, how to brad it so that you don't lose it. And so anyway, this is and it is leather on the inside. Now, I haven't made any pockets or anything in it. I do have a piece of leather that I could come across here and make a pocket, but it's just more glue to the leather, and I don't think that I want to do that. I've got a little spot over here where I did get a little bit of glue out on it, and it, yeah, it kind of ate the, I don't know what I'm trying to say, the pattern off of it a little bit right there, with me rubbing it, trying to get it off. So I just don't want to do any more to hurt it. So I'm just going to leave it. This is what it is. So now it's trying to go through 2 layers of the leather and cardboard, because this does have a cardboard center. So it is hard. It's not going to crumple up on you. You're not going to bend it very easy. So anyway, that's the plan. And as you can see, my edges are not real straight. You can see this little bow right here. That's from the leather stretching. So it give it just a little bit of a bow. But it's very, very hard to manipulate that heavy of the leather and keep it without having I don't have any leather tools. I just did this with scissors and my hands. So, I'm not making any excuses for it. It is what it is, but there it is, and I think it's beautiful. I love it. I really love it. Sometimes there's those that you make. Oh, thank you, honey. Sometimes there's those you make and you think, ooh, man, I'd like to keep that. But anyway, I think it's going to look great, and the thing I got to do is find enough papers to cut up, because I made this book bigger. I've got to have 5.5 inch wide sheets, or 5 1/4 inch wide, which is of course bigger than your standard paper. So I'm going to have another mini in my future. There is going to be one more, because I'm going to have lots of paper to go in it. Hi, Clara. And so anyway, that's okay. We'll make another one, and maybe I'll give it as a giveaway on something. We'll, we'll we'll do something silly one of these days and have it just a just cause giveaway. Good morning, Cheryl. I'm just not quite ready to go to crafting yet. I'm not. Yeah, just have her coffee this and put signatures together. I want to find some. Blah, 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 blah. Let me back that up. I'm wanting to find some more math paper if I can. I love it when I get tongue-tied. Anyway, it was, hi, Janet. Oh, I just showed them the journal and what it was going to look like and all that kind of stuff, honey. I'll do it again in a minute. I love Amber. Well, here she be. For all that just came in. Here's the alligator. Here's the gator, honey. Oops, I've gone backwards with it. And there's the strap to go around it. And which is too long, but I haven't got my signatures in it. The underbelly will be on the back side. And of course, that's going to go right in here. And so it's going to be pretty. When it's done, it's going to be very pretty. And I want to take lots of pictures of it because I may have to do this again sometime. Honey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Janet? I do love the way this turned out. And even though this has got some bling on it, oops, I had it upside down. I didn't realize that, girls. Even though it's got some bling on it, this would be an awesome book even on a man's desk. I mean, it's got a little bling, but, it's alligator. And it's alligator inside and out. So, I've got one little piece. Honey, the theme of it is going to be, making sure I haven't lost my little magnetic screws off of that, is just going to be tea-stained paper, maps. I've got I've got a couple of music papers. It's going to be just like normal journals, except I'm not going to have any. And I may take this one out because, except that it will go with the map that I have with it. It's going to match it real well. And it's just going to be real simple. There's not going to be any really theme. It's just going to be paper. Maybe have a center section that will be Midori style for a calendar type insert. And I don't know if I have one, but I was going to look. Hold on just a second. Because I have some little notebooks. Oh man, this would be cool in it. This is, and I forgot I had this. This is Howard Hillman's Chicago at a Glance. And I don't know when it was published yet, but let me look. Anyway, there's a place in the back. It's just a street guide, a travel guide of Chicago. Tells where all the restaurants are. And then it has a fold-out map in here, too. From the Chicago Tribune. So, but that wasn't what I was looking for. That's all right, Misty. You just go right ahead, honey. Uh, oh, honey, I'm so sorry, but this weather is crazy. I mean, it's crazy. We're 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 looking at 100 and I mean, I'm in Missouri. We have 100-degree weather sometimes, but it's not usually until late August. Yes, exactly, Amber. Exactly. Let me see what else I can find in there. Oh my. Ooh, I wonder if this would be the right size. Let me measure these papers. I may have found one. I'd have to trim it a little bit. Darn it. How come you can't find one when you want one that's just exactly the right size? I don't know why that is. Okay, girls. I found my grandson's birthday card. It was down in the bottom of the drawer. No go. Didn't find one. It's just really is crazy. I mean, I'm not the only one that's in this kind of heat and this kind of, and the storms are just raging, and it just, it's just crazy. It's just, and of course, I guess there's, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun, and I guess that's true about the weather too. So, I need to quit worrying about it, let God handle it. But I do, because I don't like this. I don't like this weather. I'm telling you, I can't take 100 degrees anymore. Oh, man, Clara. Let's see. Hi, Jen. How are you? Yeah, this is 109. Yeah. It is wild. It's just wild for this time of year. Um, we should still be, this is just like the first week of summer, and we are already sweltering in heat. And if we don't get more rain than we got, a lot of people got 2 inches, but we didn't. Yes, it is bipolar. It's strange. You wait 2 minutes and it'll change. Um, you never know what you're going to get from 1 minute to the next. But we have not got any rain. Not in my area. Not in my little corner over here. We've gotten maybe an inch out of the last one, and I am really dry. My plants are suffering, and you know, there's a what can you do? Good morning, Aunt Becky. How are you this morning? I'm glad you come to have coffee with us. 14 inches. See, you all are getting the rain. It's going through here, and it's going fast. And like I said, some people are getting the rain and some aren't. But you all are getting slammed with it. That's and usually, the Midwest gets hit so hard, and it's blowing through here. Well, it blew through here at 60 mile an hour the other day. It was like, and was out. So, and it was gone. And it hasn't stalled here in a while. I don't know. Usually, Missouri is just kind of in that squash band. But yeah, honey, I understand. It's okay. I'm glad you come in. I come in into your life the other night and just kind of hung back, and I usually say hi, but honey, I was just so tired. I just watched what you were doing, and you really didn't comment, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I do enjoy watching you craft, and I'll try not to do that next time. But there's some of those nights where you just want to watch and not say anything. So no, I might be hanging back there looking. That I do. I love your coffee time. So, I wish I got more notifications than I do on YouTube. And of course, on this phone, it doesn't allow me to set up notifications really easily. I happened to stumble across something the other day and don't even know how I got in it. So it's like, well, that would be nice if I knew how to do that. Oh, do you? Good. Good deal. And so, well, I might ought to get to cutting paper. See what I'm going to do, because I did not find what I wanted to find, which was a notebook to go in the center of this. Because I really would like to have a slip out Midori center for if you could find one, but I've made this an odd size, so finding one for it might be a problem. But if you could find one that was even just 5 inches long and and 4.5 inches wide would work. Okay, honey, I will show you the back. This is what I'm working, honey. This is my leather mini, and it has a band that goes around it. And then I have this to use as the clasp. So it's going to be pretty. And but it's been a bear. It is a bear, because this is a learning curve for me. I'm telling you, it's a learning curve. So anyway, so come back if you can, honey. I'll probably be cutting paper. And with that, I probably should start. I did find this sheet of postcard paper, which I thought would be nice, maybe for a pocket page. I also have an airmail envelope. It does have Paris on the back, but that's okay too. And this would make a really nice pocket. Good morning, Melissa. How are you, honey? And of course, I have my maps. And I really don't want to do anything other than have them in there, because they're beautiful paper. And I really, really like them. Oh, yeah, I missed her last night, too. It was a long night. How are you doing this morning, Melissa? Are you hanging in there, honey? That's okay. Are you hanging in there? I'm hanging in. I'm hanging in. I got the cover made, and It's going to be beautiful. I'll hold it up one more time before I start cutting paper. Um, I've got it planned for it to wrap the belt, to wrap around with the underbelly on the back, and then come around the front, and this to be right about right side up, right about there. And I think it'll look really sharp when it's done. Honey, I used Craft Bond and Fabri-Tac. My Craft Bond is a spray, and I was able to cover the whole insides with the Craft Bond because it doesn't seep through, and it holds really well. I had a little trouble with my corners when I rounded them, but I was able to pull them together and add some color in them and pull them together and get them down last night. They were in clips all night, so, but it's holding really well. It seems to be holding really well, and I have used this same glue. This is my phone case that I made, and of course I've got some sewing in this, but all of this is just glued down inside of it, and the sewing is actually here near there on it. It was just kind of a decoration, but everything was held together with this same glue, and it's worked out really well. I've carried this. It's getting grungy looking because I have carried this and the kids have carried this for a couple of years now. So it has held up real well. And of course it's light in color, you know, so it's, I really love my phone case. And if my phone wasn't on the stand, I would show you it because it is so easy and simple to use. And there's a pocket over here for your money, and several pockets for your cards here. And it is the only thing that I need to carry to town. I can put everything in it and go and not have to carry a purse anymore. And I don't much because it's getting harder for me to carry or tote around a purse. So anyway, I've made several of them, and maybe one of these days I'll do a little tutorial on that, and y'all can try them if you want to. Yeah, Brenda, when you make that coffee, don't mind. And no, I don't really mean that. So anyway, I was just about ready to cut up some paper, and the inside is just going to go pretty plain with some tea-dyed paper. I've got a couple envelopes that we can put in for a little extra pockets, which I may be able to sew down to the spine because this is bigger than my book. So I think I could sew it down to the spine a little bit. And map pages, and postcard sheet. And that was just some of them I found. I really wasn't done looking yet because I've got some Tim Holtz somewhere that has the some of the things that I think would be nice in it. But oh, let's look in this book. If I had any other kind of class but right now I don't because I haven't made purses in quite some time, and that's just one I happen to keep back. I would put one that's a little less blingy so that man or woman could carry the. But a man, it could be used for a man, I guess, if you wanted to change it, because this is just going to screw on. It can be changed. It can be changed out. This is a magnetic clasp that you just screw in right directly into your material and screw it down. So, and I tried it yesterday on the leather and it fits pretty nicely. So I'll have to turn it over. I'll have to put a little fold in it and, insert it. But it fits real nicely in there, and once it's screwed down, it's going to hold. So, well, good morning, my child. So it could be changed if you wanted to, because a couple of little screws will loosen it and pull it out.
I saw Mimi's car.
You did? Wow. My girl just came in and said she just saw her Mimi's car.
This is dry now.
Well, yeah. You've painted a lot. She's worried about her paints. Anyway, I have this, it's called Tattered and Worn.
You're very sick.
Book, and I might pull some sheets out of that. It's and I do have the companion pack to go with this. Come to think of it, that are already back glued, and they could be used for pockets. They sure could, but it's got things like this in it, and it's got things like this in it. So I think we could find some things in here that would go in it. I love this paisley. So I'm going to pull some of these out, and we'll see what we can find. That it is a pretty one, and I got this. It was on sale. It was a $20 pack, and it was on sale at Hobby Lobby for like $9 something when they had their half off sale. And so I grabbed it up because I thought, yeah, I can use that. And it had the companion packet that was on sale, both of them. And it has some oranges, but I don't want to get a lot into the color. I want to stay kind of muted with my colors. I might use a little green. Green, this kind of green would go with those, and I think it would be pretty. But I want to stay kind of muted in the color. I don't want to get real loud. Saying that, I don't want to be loud. Y'all weren't listening too good. You didn't comment on it. You didn't comment back.
Hey, dude.
Come on, girls, and smile a little bit for me this morning. I just got to try that paisley. I don't know. And I really, really, really like this one. Oh my gosh, girls, this is lovely. That's just.
I got one water paint.
I gotta have that one.
Paint, 3 water paint, 4 water paint, 5 water paint, 5 water paint. Let me show you. One. I need one.
That may be too red. It is really a pretty paper pack, and it I just have really enjoyed it.
There's one water paint.
It's got
2 water
and it's
paint,
got when you get in it,
paint,
the colors just
4 water paint,
are vibrant
5
when you
water
get
paint.
in it, and they still look worn. But Sissy, now you can't go over there and be bouncing around my camera and all that, and I don't need your paint up here because I'm working with paper, and I don't want it to pour out on my desk. Okay?
Water paint.
I know it's water.
They're all shut.
No, not on my desk. not this morning. Okay? You need to take these things and go back over to your area and play.
But
Anyway, what I was trying to
why?
show you is that there are some vibrant papers in this when you get in it. When you go back to the back of it. And there's some, you know, but they're all muted too in that worn sort of way. Well, you can see here on the around the edges of that. You know, there's purples and colors of all kinds. And it's been well worth, it would have been well worth even the $20. Hi, Patricia. Now that I've had it, I don't buy these a lot, girls. I did buy me a couple of them because I didn't have any at all. But this one, I would go back and buy again and again and again if I could get it. Because it just fits with so many of them. So many of the projects, it just seems like you can find a paper to fit. So that got some paper out. I've got my paper that's dyed down here. Got my tea dyed. I got some music sheets. I've got to have, and there's my boy coming up the stairs. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come here and give him a loving. Get that stuff out of the way. Come here. Good morning, Tommy. Ooh. Love you. She's knocked my camera completely out of whack. Get it turned around here a little bit. Tommy, Melissa said good morning. And the girls are all saying good morning, good morning. And they've said good morning to you. And you need to take your stuff over there, but one at a time, okay? Yes. We're not going to play here this morning. You play over there. Because you get paint on my paper and I would be... Huh? Well, then clean it off, sis. It's your area.
I'll put it on the floor.
No, don't put it on the floor.
But it's still more minutes.
See that basket? You can put things in your basket.
But it's still more minutes.
And you can put things right underneath that shelf right there.
But it's still more
Hi, Pawan. How are you, honey? Pawan. I said hi. There's no I in there. Pawan. How are you doing? She didn't want to clean. She's gone downstairs. She wanted me to clean for her. That phone looks fuzzy to me. But I'm not going to give you a spit bath today, girls. Okay. I'm going to cut some pipe. Start some signatures. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to go? Get these odd ones off of there. I'm going to start with this stack. Right here. How you doing, Pawan? Honey, I'm going to do this, and then it's going to be over 100 degrees, so we're really not going to do anything, but Kim will be here after a while, and we'll find something to do. We'll find something.
And Saturday we'll go to Walmart. He's wanting to go to Walmart and spend his money. Saturday we'll go to Walmart. Yeah, because Mama hasn't got your gift yet.
You gonna get my gift yet, Mom?
I haven't. What am I going to do? Okay, I better get going then because I'm an hour in and Amber's going to come on. So, I better get to crafting. Okay. I think I can do a few of these at a time. I hope. I hope it doesn't cut my paper up. Okay, I want 5.5, 5.25 inches. More minis.
I want to know when could we go to Walmart, Mama?
Let's see how they're going to fit. Okay. What? I told you on Saturday.
Saturday.
5.25 and 5.25. Is 10.5. I had to think about that this morning. I think they could actually come down just a little bit farther. I guess I ought to put it down so y'all can see what I was doing. I forget that. I have to lower the camera. But I'm folding and cutting and measuring and, you know, fumbling around here. But I think I got it. I think I got it right then. on this bundle. So I'll put the camera down and we'll go to cutting. I'm sorry about the moving. Okay, can you see it? Am I going to fuzz out? I'm just, okay. I'm cutting them at about 5.25 wide. My book is 5.5 by 5.5, so I'm gonna cut them down to 5.25 wide. And that isn't straight. Good Lord. I don't know what happened there, but well, it says it is. Well, a little bit off right here. Okay. Let's give it a trim. Anyway, I'm cutting them a little bit shorter because the spine depth has took up some of my room. So I'm doing them. They should have been done at 10.5 or 10 and a half. And that was a little too much, so I'm doing them about 10.25 in size because it was a little bit deep. That's the start of the second one. Kind of divide these as I go. And let's get a couple of these going here. I might just go ahead and put 3 signatures in it if I can get enough, figure out enough paper to do it. Should be able to get 2 out of this one. I'm gonna have to come over here and give myself a little more room. Okay, 1/4. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. Oh. Can you hear me? Hello? Anybody? Okay, good. You can hear me. I wasn't sure. That was something different. I think that may have been, I hope it's not my child online again. Tommy, is Peyton on the computer? Okay. No, it's not him. It's not him. So I thought maybe he might have been online, but anyway, I was right in the middle of cutting this dirty stuff. And I got it cut before I realized that you all were gone or that I was not moving. My hands didn't move at all. Good deal. I don't know what that was. That was a little bit strange. I don't know. I've got to get me a camera, but I don't know sometimes if it'll be even any better. It could have been. Oh, Brenda, you get that a lot. Oh, wow. All right, do I need to start a new live stream? I can. But, and sometimes that will straighten up. Yeah, sometimes if you refresh, it'll help straighten up. Okay, just a little fuzzy. Well, actually, I'm clearer now on this than I have been. And so I don't know. Best pick you've ever had, huh? Amber, honey, this is what I look like in the morning. It's not near like you thought, was it? I'm glad to hear the babies are doing good, Luann. Still praying. Still praying. Bless them babies' hearts. Telling you. Okay. Okay, honey. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I just hope it doesn't do it again. You're welcome, honey. Anytime. What I'm thinking is that'd make a mighty good start for a signature. And it looks pretty good. I need to pull another one out so that I have a third signature that is the exact same. That one's a little bit shy. I have to trim that one a little. No, I'm not. Okay. There's two started. And I'm going to pull another piece of that paper out and make a third one of that same color. Girls, I've dropped a roll of ribbon down underneath my desk. And I have curled. I've moved my feet so much that that stuff has curled all around my feet and I can't move them. Now if I can find that same paper. Right pattern. Come on. Where are you? Oh. Oh. That's it. Probably should just go ahead and pull out 3 of all of them, or 2 of all of them. Because I'm going to kind of put these signatures, I think, together all just pretty much alike. I'm not even going to do a lot of variants on them. I think they're going to stand on their own. And I think sometimes that you need to just let it stand on its own. That's my feeling. That's my feeling right now, at least. Now, I may change that. Don't hold me to that. It's not set in stone. Nothing's ever set in stone. Okay. I'm going to get this one cut. And that'll be our third signature. And I know I should turn you back down, but I'm afraid to. Which is great illusions again, not know it. Okay. Got that just a sliver wide. Somehow or another. Let's get it back open here and see if we can cut it down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll cut that down just a little bit. Okay. That's our third one. Okay. All right, you think we can chance it? You want to try it again? Go back down? Why do I holler at you? I have not figured that out yet, why I think I need to holler. Okay. You've lost her. Have you all lost me again? Hi, everybody. Hello. You got me? Okay. Okay. Do you want me to turn you back down so you can see what I'm doing? Okay. You girls were just talking away. Okay. Do you want me to lower this back down so you can see me cutting? Or do you want to just chat? Yeah. I just feel like y'all are so far away, I guess, or all of a sudden, or whatever. I could actually use those in this booklet. I'm cutting my music paper. Oh no, made buffer again. Okay. I know that it seemed like when I put you down, and I think sometimes it's the paper that causes it. I'm going to trim this a little bit on both ends and take some of the white space off of it. Go back to this side. Take some white space off. Oh, got into the music then. And now go 10 and a half. Or 10 and a quarter. I'm going to go slightly down. I'm going to go an eighth down for my music paper. And that's going to start the next round in each of the signatures. Will be this music sheet. Get in the center. Step it in just a little bit on that one. And ooh. Oh. Okay, let's cut it. I'm going to use this smaller piece that come off in one of the signatures of the music paper and put it in the last signature, maybe do in the first one, I don't know, but we'll do something with it. That way I'm not wasting my music paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. And it'll be a little bit shorter. And that looks a little bit long. Oh, should be right on. Okay. So I'm going to put that, nope, it is, it's too long. It's got measuring. It wasn't politically correct. What you was thinking. Okay. Now, girls, let's see what we're going to do next. I've only got one envelope. So I put the shorter sheet in the back. I may put that envelope in with it. Gonna don't know just exactly how I want it to go in there. Something about like that. Okay. I added to that one. It's already made it thicker. You would center it. It's pretty short. Center the envelope. Okay, you can try it. Okay, didn't look bad that way. But my music paper is going to be on the outside of it, because it's going to be too long if I don't. Okay. Come on. Well, still may need a little trimming. All right. Now, what are we going to do with this one? Besides trim it down. It's too wide. Don't know why I'm going too wide. I'm telling you what, I need this, when I bought a cutter, well, actually my granddaughter bought it for me. Bless her heart, and I just love her dearly for doing it, because I didn't have anything. And, but I think it's a little bit off in the. Yeah, you get it so you can cut straight and you still can't cut straight. That's kind of sad. Kind of sad. And it will not go through that many papers. It just will not do it. I'll ink stain them edges and nobody will ever know. Okay. There. I did have another piece of paper here. Okay. Let's get some of this graph paper in there. Or the ledger paper. Morning, Kathy. Let's see where this measures out. Oh my, that's going to be perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm talking to myself. I'm sorry. I actually was talking to myself. And I do that quite often. I have good conversations. I do. Yeah, I have to keep myself straight. And don't do something stupid. That's what I say. Don't do that, Ray. That's stupid. You're going to be in trouble. My Lord, I got that right. Okay, now I need 5 and 8. Gosh, and cut it. Okay. And these are going into the next 2. And even 5 and 8 is a little bit long. Girls, I've got a visitor. Just a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, honey. Yeah. Okay. He may need some stuff opening them. I don't know. I'm on camera, so. Happy mail, happy mail. I'm back. And Lord, girls, it's hot out there. Tom got happy mail from Judith this morning. And he is in the living room, fixing to open right now. And he got a happy mail from Australia this morning. And I could not read the signature, but I expect to see the book here, or the box here in a minute, because he'll have to show me what he got. He'll have to show me what he got. So, but I couldn't read the signature on the tag. Okay. And did I get that? Yeah, I did get it in there. Okay. Now again, I have a small, or did I do that one? No. This one goes in this one. It'll make you do videos, Kathy. You'll say, I've got all these people. I could do this. It will make you do videos. You'll just say, well, I might as well. Oh, not good, not good, not good. That made me mad. Okay. We'll use the scissors on that one. Okay. Now, let's see if I can go back to another piece of paper. With this one. And I am stepping these down, girls, in size, and it does help when you're making your signatures if you do like 3 or 4 papers and then drop down in your cutting size a little bit and then do it again. It'll help keep them from running out. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but it does help. In my cutter. That's okay, Holly. You just do what you have to do, honey. We're here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. The girls may go in and out, but, you know. Okay, that's almost a mistake. Don't do that, Mary. You want to go to 10. So right now, I'm cutting these where I started out at 10 1/4. I am now cutting them at about 10 and 3/8. So I'm just stepping them down just a little bit. Hey, I'm back.
I'll show my dad what I got.
I did it again. I don't know what. I don't want to hang around, girls, and watch it do that. I understand. I'm sorry that it is buffering so bad and causing it. When it comes back on, it seems to come back on fine, but yeah, it's just crazy. But I'm telling you that there's a little light breeze blowing, but it shouldn't be buffering me that bad, and it shouldn't be causing me to lose stream like this. And there's nothing going on here, so I don't know. But it is. I am freezing up. My stream is freezing up, and I don't know what's causing it. But I have to go completely out and start over again. Yeah. It's, oh girls, it was just so hot out there you could hardly even breathe. It was really, really hot. And I just walked out there and got the mail from the postman who carried it up to my porch. Yeah, is it doing it again? Why? Lots of them having trouble. Lots of people. We're having trouble everywhere. Japanese movie again. Brenda, I'm so sorry. I started to say, right now, I look fine on the camera, but that doesn't mean it's not coming across, the airwaves wrong. Good. I think I'll take a sip of coffee and just kind of sit back, let this roll off of me. Yeah, it's going to be all of that here too, I think. I haven't got a weather update lately, but I think I shut the notifications off on it, and I wish I hadn't, because I kind of liked my weather coming over, even if it was during the stream. But yeah, my coffee has gotten cold, and I don't know that I care. That's how hot it was out there. I'm like, wow. Oh yeah, I had it sitting over there in front of that air conditioner. It's gotten cold. But it's black and I can drink it cold. I've drank it cold for a long time. Not icy, but cold. It's so humid here is what causes the heat to be so bad here, is the humidity. But I'm telling you, that drive yesterday, I was almost sick before we got there. And then after we got there, I was almost sick again because I was so mad. And but we got it taken care of. We got it taken care of, and I don't have to go back until August 10th. But if it works out for Tom, then it was worth it. It was worth it. Okay. I think that I have... Okay. Okay, I'm cutting my map papers now. Oh, wow. That's all. Again. I think maybe my wire guide is what's warped in this thing. Okay. I'm going to put that right in the start of this section. All right, I did. Oh, there we go. Okay. One to there. Scissors. It's a map of Scotland. Pretty thing. Pretty map. It's such pretty map paper. Except I folded that backwards. I want that map paper out that way. So you see it when you're turning the pages. Okay. We're getting some signatures made. I'm telling you. Okay. I may skip this one. And put some more of this paper in. Go back to my plain paper. And this one. Center. Don't know why I thought I could cut that straight. Because I didn't. And by any means, cut that straight. It's that was, like I said yesterday, crooked is the dog's leg, dog's hind leg. Okay, and I want that open. It is not opening. Okay. Just a few more of these, and we might have some books to sew in. Okay. I'll lay that down there for a minute. I got to get these papers gathered up. 3 more of those. We get this sewed together, and we will be. I will be dancing. I will be dancing. Y'all will see me dance a happy jig. I promise. When I get this done, I will get up and dance a happy jig. This one has had me a little bit worried because of the leather and the time frame and making it, and it's had me a little. Didn't know if I was going to get it all in there or not. And I don't think I am. And Melissa, I don't know how we're going to handle this, honey, but I'm sending these, baby. You can do whatever you want to with them, okay? You can sell them any way you want to. If it's just on your live stream or if it's in your auction, you sell them and you take the money and get moved to your happy place. Because that's where I want you, is in your happy place. So if they don't get to you in time, you can sell them however you can sell them to make some money. Okay? Well, I hope they get there in time, baby. That's cutting the time short on the post, you know. But anyway, however and whenever, whatever you can do, you put them in Etsy. If you do whatever you do, you just do it, because these are for you. And like I said, I want you in your happy place. I want you to be. Get settled in and be able to settle down and not have to make that wild ride and enjoy the country life and your retirement and your time doing what you love to do. And we all love you enough that that's going to benefit us too. That's going to benefit us too. I'm about to pick up this big bite and go to work. Well, honey, what all did you get?
All down there.
It's all down there.
Thing about police badge.
Police badges and
A thing
a
about-
thing about police badges.
Some stuff and all that.
Some car.
Yes.
Did you get a card in it so we can tell who sent it to you?
Lightning, the Lightning McQueen and all that.
You did.
Yes.
You got Lightning McQueen.
The thing with the Lightning.
Yeah. Girls, I hope you know whose package he's describing right now, because he's tickled with it when he can come up and say that. He's tickled.
Listen. Thing about police badges and stuff.
All right. We'll have to put that in your with your badges, won't we?
I think it's a thing about
Yeah.
Police
Is it a book about him? Girls are saying hi, Tom. Say hi back. Say it loud and they can hear you.
aye. Yeah, I think it's a thing about police badges and
Oh, that's cool. That is cool, Tom.
I think it's some kind of book about
Judith, one of these was from you, honey, and one was from Australia, and I don't know who sent it, because the signature, I couldn't read the signature, and so if you're in here and you're from Australia, which is late for you over there, so I doubt if you are. I haven't even seen Vicky today, so you know. Okay. Again, now I'm going to have to change, alter my patterns just a little bit to get that third signature in here, but we're going to cut this paper down. And it's going to go in two of them. And one's going to have a writing sheet.
I think it's a thing about police badges and all
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't want to use that one. Maybe I want to use this one, because I have two of those. Let's try that. What, honey?
that. I think it's a thing about police badges. and
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll come down here in just a little bit, and we'll look at it. And when I look at it, girls, after I go downstairs, I will post thank yous on Facebook to whoever sent it. And bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. Yes, he just got it in the mail.
I think another.
Oh, what
There was
did you
another
tear up?
Coloring book involved.
I'll tell you what, now you are set to go, Tom.
And I think it was another
I
coloring
know
book and
it.
stuff.
I know it.
I think it got something on cars, about cars and all
I'm telling
that.
you, girls, that's got to be my cutter. It's just,
Oh, so I think it got a thing about cars and all that and all.
it's just running off on one edge.
On a set of thing about lightning
Oh,
McQueen and all that.
okay. She said that it's to cut out the photos and put them where they belong. Cut the badges out and put them in the journal where they belong. So we'll have to work on that. That'll be fun.
We'll have to work on it.
Well, we don't have to, but we want to. So,
Yeah, I think we.
yeah. How fun will that be?
I just think think the paper's got police badges, showing police badges.
I know it.
I think Alaska police and all these, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
I think some of them says sheriff on them.
Some of them do.
Yeah, I think some of them says sheriff. And all them.
Okay.
One of them's Alaska police or something.
One of them's Alaska police.
Yes.
Is it Alaska, you think?
It says Alaska police.
Does it? Yeah, he likes them or he wouldn't be talking about them that much.
Some of them says U.S. Marshals and stuff.
All right, Tom. What a neat thing to get, huh?
Think about police badges and all that.
Yeah. Think about police badges and all. That's just pretty darn cool.
I think the big,
And I don't. Did you get in the other one? Have you opened the other one?
the other one,
Have you opened both boxes yet, or both sacks?
both sacks.
Yeah, you had two. Had you forgot the other one?
Where is the other one down there?
You carried it into the living room. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think thing about police badges.
It's in there somewhere.
Like another thing in the living room.
Yeah, you do.
We're sitting at it in the living room.
Well, honey, maybe you should go see.
Think about U.S. Marshals and all them. They have gotten about police badges and all.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Another thing in the living room. Mom?
Yeah, there is.
But I think it got things about coloring stuff. And all.
Yeah, that's cool, Tom. That is so cool.
I think cars and all them, I think.
All right.
Got Lightning McQueen.
I know. You're spoiled rotten now. I'm telling you. You think? Are you spoiled rotten? Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
What? I'm just right here.
No, he's just on the edge of the stairway. Never mind. He heard me say that. It's what? What, Mom? I'm just right here. It tickles me when he gets that excited. Okay, I gotta have one more music sheet. Where's my other music?
One more thing.
Huh? I said I gotta have a music sheet. You didn't hear all that, apparently. I don't know, Tommy. Maybe you've already opened it and combined the two. I don't know. He's wanting to know now where it is, and of course, I have no clue. I have no clue. Okay, be one more music sheet in here. One more tea-dyed music sheet. Another envelope. Yeah. Hello. We'll keep looking. We might find something good to go in that first one. Oh, I was hoping that was folded. But it's not. I don't know what kind of paper that's on. That's fused. That's material fused down to that paper. Okay, so I can't use that. And I don't have another music sheet. But I have some book pages. So we'll substitute a book page for the music sheet. Or did I get music sheets in all? Let's see. Last signature. Right here. Okay, no, I didn't. It's this one that needs it. Okay. We'll put a little book paper in it. And with that, I'm going to put this other airmail envelope right in there. Okay. Now let's see where we are here. Okay. No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Let's cut this one down. And I think that I'm going to cut it just half in two. There's my airmail envelope. Because I want that to go right there with that. In fact, I may I'm going to use those sheets to put in the airmail pockets. And somewhere in my room here, I have love letters. I'm trying to think where I put them. And I mean actual love letters. Actual letters. That I'm going to put this piece in. One to make up for the what? If I it has graph paper on the back. That's not bad. Okay. I'm again talking to myself. This piece happens to have graph paper on the back. So it has some texture to it instead of just being a plain white page, which it needs. Then I'm going to have to grunge all this up. Okay, and the last one that didn't get, that one has an envelope. That one has an envelope. This one does not. So, it's getting the postcard paper. Okay. Now let's see how many pages we've got in this thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That should be 3, but it's not coming apart. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more is 15. I don't think I want to cut that. I'm going to leave that one for a while. Is this not going to fit well in there? Okay. That's 15 pages in this one. So that is 30 sheets. And that one. And that should be 30 in that one. And it should be 30 in that one. Or close to. Actually, it looks like I've left out some sheets in this one. Well, 13 I did. I left out some sheets in this one. Okay, there's 14. And if I take this one right here and put it in there, it'll be 15. Okay. All right. If I don't add any more to it, there it is. So, now, it's how do we sew these in? Do we sew them in? Do we make them Midori style? Do we, and just bind the whole thing? I have got bands that I could put on them and make it Midori, and that way it could be changed out. I think that I can sew them through this spine. And then if Melissa would want to do a little bead work, you think Midori? I thought about that. Hang on, girls. I'm gonna answer this phone. Okay, I am back. Now, don't mess with the gator. All right, let me see if I can find some bands then. Let me see. Oh, those really shine. I don't want shine on it. What have I got? What have I got? Alrighty, let's see what I have here. I don't know how these are going to look on it, but we can try it. I can get a little ink on them. I can put a little ink on them. You want to see how to sew one in without going through the spine? And that's another option, except that I would have to glue them onto this spine. And I'm going to be messing with the gator either way. So, I don't know. Yep. Start with our center one. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty, pretty bright. That's not much better. Let's see if I can find my ink under here. Okay, I want some paper that I'm willing to mess up. Right there. The ink is helping it, but it needs a lot of work done on it. And I lost my signatures out of it. So let's see what we can do here. What have I got I can wrap it with? That's what I'm wondering. What have I got that I can wrap that and tie it? Ooh. Of course, it's going to be covered with part of it with band. So let me just go ahead and see if I can ink these up. Honey, I don't know how I'll put a hidden binding in it. I can't, unless I glue it to a piece of some more leather. And I just almost just soon sew them in. Because okay. Well, I think we'll do the hidden binding. And I hope I can glue it in there and make it hold. That's my worry. And you know it's going to be raised up once we do that. It's not going to blend in. It's not going to smooth out. It's on the leather. I don't have any more E6000. It's gone. What we'll have maybe if I took this piece and cut it flat even with the ends, we could have a pocket on both sides, 2 leather pockets about this far in, and then I could glue just down here and it would not show, and it would look like it was meant to be. Just have an extra pocket here. Think that would be a good idea? And then glue them here and here, because that'd put me right in the spine. So, okay. Girls, I'm 2 hours and 36 minutes in, and Amber was wanting to do a tutorial, go online this morning, and I'm running into everybody's time, but you know, I'd like to finish it. And that's the thing. I will. And if you guys want to, I don't know. Amber, are you still here, honey? Or have you gone off? Amber left. Okay, well, that's because she's getting ready to do her live. I don't want to, I really hate to block her. I don't like to do that. So, as much as y'all want to see this, I really think I ought to move over and let her have her time frame and time slot, and you girls go over there and enjoy her. And I'll tell you what I might do is come on after a while, do another little short video, and show you my progress. No, don't stop. Yeah, I could videotape what I'm doing, and you can watch the finish. I used fabric tack on it, and it held good. And I will probably do the same thing that I've done before. Either we'll take that centerpiece, the very centerpiece, and spray it with my spray because it holds real well, and then finish out the glues with the sides with the fabric tack. And so let me do that. Oh, I know you would, Carla, but it's you know, we're kind of a Tracy, you want me to stay on too? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do because I really want to, but I think I really ought to go off and do it in a videotape and let you watch the process on the video. Yeah, and then, like I said, you'll stay too. Okay. All right, girls. I'll stay for another 30 minutes or so, and we'll see if we can't get it done. Yeah. Someone, yeah, I really need to send her a message, but, my phone is here, and I may have to go get the charger. I'm at 29%. Well, it suits me to stay on here and let you girls watch because we're so close to. Okay, that would, okay. All right, well, because she usually waits until after. No, well, no, not always. She doesn't always wait. But if she's online, if somebody could pop in there and tell her that I'm so close to finishing it, that I'm going to try to finish it, I would appreciate it. And I hope she doesn't get mad because we're partners, you know, in our crimes. We are partners in our crime. She's my bud. Okay. We'll make a little nip right there. And cut that way. And that looks pretty straight. And okay, come up with it to about there. Well, it looked pretty straight till I put it right there. And we'll go across this way. I'm not done yet, Janie. How are you today, honey? I'm not done yet. I'm fixing to sew in the signatures and make a couple of pockets. Okay. Okay, there's our piece for the inside. And we're going to glue it here and here. And I'll glue the spine in the center. And this will be a little pocket here on the outside. So it won't hold a whole lot because it's going to be, you know, down pretty tight. But it would hold business cards or something like that. Maybe tuck a little money in there, whatever you wanted to do. If you wanted to carry this, okay. First off is get the signatures sewn into this. And there's nothing like having a straight line right there. If I can line it up on the spine. Okay. This may be a fun thing. Okay. Carla, a hidden spine is really nothing more than sewing your signatures to a piece. And then gluing that into your spine, which usually you would cover that with some paper. But since this is leather and I can't do that, I'm going to mark my center, and then I'm going to get my ruler and make me a paper pattern to go across it, and then I will punch the holes in it and sew the signatures to the leather. But first off, I'm going to mark my center edge, my center line, and then come out with it, since I've got 3 of these to do. And I've lost my pencil under all this that I was using this morning. Let's see if I got another one with lead. So, we're going to mark it right there. And right here. And you would pretty much do the same on a piece of paper, but you would probably lay it down. I don't want to lay this down. I want to get that, well, I've got it folded evenly. So now I can lay it down and put a straight line across it so that I have it even. And I laid my ruler right up here this morning. I know I did. Here it is. Okay. Measure this out. Across there. How big is that? That is a 2-inch spine. So Okay, and all I did was just just block off my 2 inches right there. Now I'm going to draw another line down lightly so that I can stay in that line with my Hoka, with my poker. God, I love that tool. It went through 2 layers of leather and cardboard last night. It was a tough pull, but it went through it. Okay. Now I've got 5 1/4 inches. Okay. And I want one at 1/4 inch in. And I want one at 1/4 inch in on the other side. And that should put me about 3/4 there. Because I don't want a lot between. Okay. Let's just go to that half mark. Okay. I'm going 1/4, half, and 1/4. And I'm going to sew this I think 3 will hold it. So I'm gonna sew it 3, do 3 stitches, 3 loops, 3 holes. Okay, so I'm gonna go right there and at 1/2, and then at 1/4 this way. Okay, and then down to the bottom. Okay, do you hear me mumbling all this? I've gone at 1/4, 1/2, and 1/4 with my measurements in that. So, and I'm doing 3 holes. And I'm just darkening them down so I can find them when I put them under this thing. And I'm going to punch out those holes. Then I'm going to lay this paper down, and no, let's just lay this paper down now and get it done. I'm going to fold it in half, just like this, and I'm going to lay this on my center mark. Let me turn you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to fold my paper in half, and I have my lines marked on my leather. So I'm going to lay my paper right on that half point, and I'm going to mark my point there, and the next hole, and the next hole. Okay, we've got it 1/2 way there. Now I know that that in my 2-inch spine is at my 1-inch mark, because that's a 1/2 inch in when I go in. So there's a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, and a 1/4 inch. And those holes should line up. So, and I just do that all the way down, following my line across the paper. I know that's at my 1 inch mark, so I start right there, and I go to the 1/4 inch on that side, and the 1/4 inch on this side of the 2, and put my mark, and it should be like that. And then I do it again, use that point as my guide, go here, and go here, which is a little bit, actually a little bit over to a 1/4 inch, but that's okay. It lines up with the ones down at the bottom. As long as it lines up with these, I'm okay. And it actually does. Liked it. You know, it's not too bad. Get that outside line there and make sure I get it on it. And then on this one, we're lined up on it. And this will go then, I will crease it back this way. And I can lay this and hook this in my signatures. And that's what we're going to do next. I'll go to the center of my signatures and open them up just like this. I'm going to take this paper and lay them right in the V of that signature and lay it down. I'm going to take my clips and I put that together and I catch the corner of this paper as long as it goes under the big bite and hook it here. That keeps it from moving on that side. Then I don't need all this. I'm going to tear some of that off. It's good paper. And I'm going to put that in there. And that in there. And that's going to keep me lined up no matter how I poke it. I can poke this with an ice pick just as easy, actually, with this in here like this. I mean, it's not as easy, but I can poke it with an ice pick and it will still be lined up. If you clip it on the edges, make sure your papers are straight on both ends where you want them, then this will line up. So here we go. We're going to put this in here, and the first thing I'm going to do is my center one. My trouble is, girls, is that I am blind. Amber, honey, the girls wanted to watch me sew in the spine. So, I hope you don't mind. Okay, here we go. I'm not blaming it on them. I'm wanting to get it done too. Okay, and then we have the next one. Next one. Oh, I'm way over it. There we go. I came back just a little bit there. Now let me tell you, girls, I worked at this because you ought to seen my first one. Oh, Lord. It was a mess. It was a mess. Okay. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Okay, where's my mark? That's a ½ inch out. That's a ½ inch out. You're supposed to be a ½ inch out, so you're fine. Okay. Just got a little afraid there that I messed it up. Right on that black spot and push, Mary. You got it. You got this, girl. Okay. Honestly, cannot see under this thing. Okay. Move this one out. Okay. That one's done. Now I've got to slip my paper out from under there. And I'm going to leave those clips for right now on that because I have some more laying here. And we're going to go to the next one. Again, using the same paper, I'm just going to put it right down in the center of this. Get me some clips. Right in the center. So it feels like it slid just a little bit. Okay. Okay. I just screwed that up. Made a hole through my signature that I don't need and screwed it up. And every dadgum paper in it now will have a hole in it. See? Sometimes it's better when you do it by hand. See that extra hole? Well, that included my airmail envelope too, which I'm really sick about. Okay, let's try it again. Get these two and I'll try to rebuild that one as much as possible. Really sucked. That really sucked. Okay. There's that one, and this one I'll have to tear apart and put new paper in. I'm going to leave the airmail envelope in it. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to leave the matte paper in it. I'm not going to take it out, but I will redo everything else. Alrighty. Let's see. Eight pieces of that. One, two, three. Four, five.
So got a thing on police badges and all down here,
Okay, honey.
and in the mail.
Okay, babe. I'll be down there in just a minute. Okay. I don't have any more. I have this one that's tea-dyed. This will work. That's 6. And a dictionary page would be 7. And here's another envelope, which would be 8. And that one. And that one. Okay, I'm gonna mix them up. And with this one, that should make this signature work all right. Okay. Now, get this out of the way, cut me another signature, get it going, build it back up. And some of it I have, I think, right here. I can use this page. You got to remember that you got to know how to do it before you can teach. I'm not doing too good this morning, girls. I will use those papers for something else. Don't you worry. Those are not going to go to waste. Let's get this postcard paper in there, because I don't know if I've got another sheet of that. The only one I'm worried about is my cover sheet. I don't know if I've got enough bit. I've got to have a green one. I have it here. That one I have. Put it here. I need one of these brown ones, so they match. Oh my. Okay, girls, the video's over. I've screwed up everything I've done. So we're going to have to stop it right here. I've got to stop and repair everything I've done. So all of my signatures have been punched too many times. Okay. Yeah, I gotta have a break and put my concentrating cap on. Help. Hopefully, I can find enough paper to put this many signatures back together, and I really don't think that I can, so I may have to dice paper, and that's going to screw this whole planet. So I'm not a happy camper. Yeah. I may use that one down there because it's not as bad as the rest of them. And I might get by with this one, but it's, you know, it's definitely got a hole in it. I love you too, Sissy, and I'm sorry. I'm having a little meltdown right at the moment. Okay. Bye, girls. I gotta go off. Talk to you later. Yeah, big time. I'm gonna light them up quick. And see if I can't find some paper and go down and make some coffee and tea dye some paper. That's the way you handle this. We're just going to start all over again and we'll learn from our mistakes. But I am still going to use the music paper and the envelopes, even if they've got extra holes in them. So, I love you guys. Sorry.